Hi. So now let us see the aggregate function, one of the aggregate function count in this lecture actually. Because it have different variations actually. It is not that much straightforward like other aggregate functions. Okay. So that is why let us see what are all different variations, what count have actually. So for that, one sample relation we taken here, that is what student as usual one only. The only thing is here we have a null value extra. Okay. So you see the first variation is we can pass instead of the column name, that means attribute name, you can place the star also. So star meaning in general, star meaning is what actually clean closure. So the clean closure meaning is what actually you are going to include everything. So everything we are going to consider. So that is what even meaning of this count star in this aggregate functions also. That is what return total number of records, including null values and duplicates. Okay, because if you pass any column name, sometimes maybe null values will be there, duplicate values will be there, but it is going to consider everything actually. So that is null and duplicates. So that is why if you write a query like this, select count star from the student table. So simply how many records are there in a table, all those count it is returning. That is what the output is 6, you can observe. Okay, so simply how many rows are there in a table in a relation, that many it is returning actually. So that is the first thing. So always remember that if you need total number of records in a table, simply you can use the count star actually. Then we have another variation. So that is count column name if you pass. Now, if you pass exclusively some column name, so that means it is going to return number of records by excluding null values. So this is also somewhat important actually. So you can see null values it is not considering, but it is considering the duplicate values. So that you can see if you write a query count of marks actually. So the column name is marks here. So in this marks column, if you observe, it is excluding null, right? So this is not going to consider. So now by excluding this null value, how many are there? Total 5 are there. So that is what the count is 5 now. Okay. So this is another variation in the count actually, because all these things are important whenever required actually. Now another variation if you observe, count and inside column name, before that we are placing a distinct. Now you can guess that for what purpose we are using this one actually especially. So here we excluded null values in case of column name if you pass. Now if you place a distinct, it is collecting only, it is not considering null values and duplicates actually. So that is what saying this meaning actually, distinct null, not null values. That means null values not considering, and of course duplicates are eliminating. So if you observe, of course, anyhow null it is eliminating, and is there any duplicate here? Yes, 60 duplicate is there. So now distinct values are how many? Total 4 are there. So that is what, if you write a query on the marks, count distinct of marks, then this is excluding null and duplicates, so that output is 4 only. So this is what count is really tricky and it have many variations. So basing on your requirement or application, you can utilize this count to aggregate function actually. Okay.